can't confess. Really looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the moments from TV that went crazy viral.
Reach in my pocket, pull out some dough. Girl acted like she'd never seen a 10 before. It's all about the Hamiltons, baby.
We'll be including scripted series, reality TV, award shows, and news broadcasts. Number 30, I Want It That Way, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Number 3,
Believe when I say.
Number 4,
I want it that way.
As hysterical of a sitcom as B99 is, it took music to create the show's most viral moment. In this cold open, Detective Jake Peralta has a witness view a lineup. However, she didn't see the perpetrator's face, only heard him singing I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Naturally, Jake has the lineup sing the lyrics.
You are my fire.
Number 2, keep it going.
The one desire.
The criminals have surprisingly good pipes, and Jake gets into the spirit of things, getting each to sing in turn and all together.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Now number 5.
It's a great scene that perfectly blends a catchy song and a hilarious premise. We don't even have to tell you why it gained so much traction online.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5 killed my brother.
Oh my god, I forgot about that part.
Number 29, Pepe Silvia, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I am so stressed out. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress? Okay? I've stumbled onto a major company conspiracy, Mac. How about that for stress?
As one of the longest-running American sitcoms, Always Sunny has had plenty of standout moments. But its biggest impact on pop culture will probably end up being this scene of Charlie Kelly losing his freaking mind.
And I knock on her door and I say, Carol! Carol, I gotta talk to you about Pepe. And when I open the door, what do I find? There's not a single goddamn desk in that office. There is no Carol in HR.
While working in a mailroom, Charlie tries to explain the supposed conspiracy he's uncovered to his friend Mac. According to Charlie, he has boxes of mail for someone named Pepe Silvia, who doesn't exist. His unhinged rant is funny on its own, particularly since A, Charlie can't read, and B, he got the idea from a hallucination.
Barney, he's the guy who tipped me off to Pepe Silvia.
Barney? Who the hell is Barney?
You don't see what the hell did he...
However, the image of his crazed expression in front of a string-covered board is not only a meme, but practically internet shorthand for dubious conspiracies.
You've lost your mind. You've lost your goddamn mind, Charlie.
Number 28, Bigger, 67th Annual Tony Awards.
We might go bigger. That's right, it's bigger. It's Broadway's greatest night, and we're raring to go.
Musical numbers from the annual Broadway Awards show don't generally go viral, but this one somehow seems to get shared on social media even years after it debuted. Although it starts small, this opening number starring host Neil Patrick Harris and featuring music by legends Lin-Manuel Miranda and Tom Kitt certainly lives up to its name.
I just learned this dance like half an hour ago. We're going bigger, like so much bigger.
Just when you think it can't go any more ham, it somehow surpasses itself. More singers, more dancers, references to Broadway shows past and present, child stars, former child stars, Mike Tyson. There's even a full-on disappearing magic trick in the middle. Like the performance itself, Bigger and its reputation only increases over time.
So welcome to our bigger, better, best of Broadway Tony Show.
Number 27, Carpool Karaoke with Paul McCartney, The Late Late Show with James Corden.
There is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to have known, and all the people that come and go.
Everybody likes music, and most people like singing along with their favorite songs in the car. But seeing your favorite artists sing along with their own songs in a car is even better. Such is the premise behind James Corden's famous carpool karaoke segments. And while plenty of them have gone viral, none have quite reached the same level of trending appeal as Sir Paul McCartney's.
Baby, you can drive my car. and maybe I'll love you. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah.
Seeing Sir Paul riding around talking and singing about some of his greatest hits, both from the Beatles and his solo career, is an absolute joy. And given this segment's popularity, that happiness is shared by many.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Number 26. It Was Perfect. The Boys. Actor Anthony Starr seems to make a meme-worthy face every other episode in this dark superhero series, but this line of dialogue is arguably his Hall of Internet Fame moment. While giving an interview describing his fictionalized character, Homelander describes a cake his non-existent mother made him as perfect down to the last-minute detail.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details. Just like her.
Since the episode aired, it has become a meme clip. It's usually used to describe something as flawless, either in isolation or often as part of a compilation of other reactions and descriptions. You might say it's, well, you get it.
Cut. Perfect. So great.
So we done?
Yes.
All right.
Number 25. The Slap, 94th Academy Awards. Even if you weren't there to see it, absolutely everybody heard about this crazy moment. While presenting an award, Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. After seeming to laugh it off, Will Smith came up on stage and slapped Rock across the face. He then berated Rock for the remark. It's maybe the wildest thing to ever happen at the Oscars. Plus, the moment became an overnight meme, spawning remixes and pictures with other characters or famous figures in place of Rock and Smith. Smith may have wanted Rock to keep his wife's name out of his mouth, but the internet couldn't stop talking about this. Number 24. Surprise Mother, Dexter. Some scenes take on a life of their own years after an episode airs. Such is the case with this expression from a scene where James Stokes confronts Dexter Morgan with his suspicions about his creepy behavior. His exclamation utilizes one of his and Samuel L. Jackson's favorite expletives.
Surprise,
The line has become a meme in the years since. Sometimes it's simply used as a way to emphasize one person surprising another. Other memes take the word surprise and replace it with a word or words that rhyme with or sound similar to it for comedic effect.
Supplies, some fries, disguise, some pies, all rise,
With how fun it is to say or play off, it's no surprise why this catchphrase took off. Number 23. Tom Cruise's couch jump, The Oprah Winfrey Show.
What has happened to you?
Oprah's talk show had several viral moments during its history. And while the famous "you get a car" moment was a contender, our pick goes to one dealing with one of her guests. During Tom Cruise's appearance on the show to promote the War of the Worlds remake, the attention was instead on his bizarre behavior. His declaration of love for Katie Holmes was accompanied by the actor leaping up onto Oprah's couch. And sure, the internet wasn't what it is today back in 2005 when this happened, so it didn't quite go as viral as it might have. But everybody was still talking about how unhinged Cruise seemed at the time, and parodies have been made of it for years.
I'm in love with Katie Holmes! I'm in love with Katie Holmes! I'm not gay! Go see my new movie! I'm in love with Katie Holmes! I'm not gay!
Number 22. Surfin' Bird, Family Guy.
Oh my god, this is Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen! This is my favorite song of all time!
Memes and Family Guy go together like peanut butter and chocolate. One of the animated sitcom's most viral gags involves Peter Griffin's favorite song. After hearing it on a jukebox and remembering it from his childhood, Peter becomes obsessed with the song Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen.
Look, just go to sleep, all right?
The bird's a word, a bird. The bird is a word, a bird. The bird is a word.
The repetitive lyrics and Peter trolling his friends and family with the tune have led to several clips from the show receiving millions of views.
What are you talking about? Oh, have you not heard? It was my understanding that everyone had heard.
Heard what?
Brian, don't! Oh, well, a bird. The bird's a word.
At this point, it seems like everyone has in fact heard that the bird is the word thanks to Family Guy.
According to Gallup polls, 1 in 12 Americans is unaware that the bird is the word. I, for one, dream of an America where everybody knows that the bird is the word.
Number 21, Wednesday's Dance, Wednesday. You never know where the next dance craze will come from. In this viral scene, Wednesday Addams performs a truly unique set of moves to the song Goo Goo Muck by the Cramps, while at a dance with a boy, Tyler.
You better die when I show up. Goo Goo Muck.
Tyler may be rendered speechless by her skills, but the internet has stayed far from silent on the subject. The dance, which was choreographed by actress Jenna Ortega herself, has been viewed hundreds of millions of times on YouTube.
You better die when I show up. Goo Goo Muck.
It also became a dance sensation, with thousands of imitators sharing their own versions, everywhere from professional dance shows to TikTok. Number 20, Tom Hanks reacts to Ricky Gervais, 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards. When Ricky Gervais hosts the Golden Globes, Hollywood holds its collective breath.
I came here in a limo tonight and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush.
The comedian is known for pulling no punches when mocking the Tinseltown elite to their faces. It was no different when he hosted for a record 5th and supposedly last time in 2020. As Gervais delivered his monologue, the camera caught various celebrities reacting.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, 5th time. So...
Tom Hanks seemed to be showing that he was not so subtly repressing disgust, or at least unease, something most people in the room were probably feeling. This wasn't lost on people on Twitter, who turned the legendary actor's scrunched face into a meme almost instantly. Number 19, Winona Ryder reacts at the SAG Awards, 23rd Screen Actors Guild Awards. When Stranger Things won a SAG Award for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series, all eyes in the room were on David Harbour as he gave a passionate acceptance speech against bullying and toxic culture.
It's difficult to celebrate the already celebrated Stranger Things.
Viewers at home, though, couldn't help but be drawn to his co-star Winona Ryder's reactions. Her eye movements and hand gestures ranged from confusion to approval, whether she was reacting to what Harbour was saying, and as one observer noted in The Verge, going through the stages of becoming an ally, is not clear. But what is certain is that this moment was meme-worthy right out of the gate.
We are all together on this horrible, painful, joyous, exciting, and mysterious ride that is being alive.
Number 18, Woman Yells at Cat, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. While the journey from TV segment to internet fame is usually a short one, and sometimes almost instantaneous, sometimes it can take close to a decade.
I'm not gonna do it. She's judging me. No, you stop.
In a 2011 episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, cast member Taylor Armstrong broke down during an argument and started pointing as Kyle Richards tried to talk her down. The Daily Mail used a still from the breakdown in its review of the episode, and in 2019, Twitter user @MissingEgirl paired that image first posted on Tumblr the previous year of a cat sitting in front of a plate of vegetables. From that, a famous meme was born. Number 17, Lip Sync Battle with Emma Stone, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
Welcome back. I'm here with my pal Emma Stone right here. Oh my goodness.
When Jimmy Fallon took over The Tonight Show, he turned the entity into a viral video factory. For instance, when the host and Justin Timberlake went #crazy, or when Daniel Radcliffe proved his rapping credentials, the internet went crazy. But it was Emma Stone's complete and total commitment to lip syncing that was truly beloved. Watching her mime along to Blues Traveler was fun, but it was her exaggerated gestures and facial expressions during DJ Khaled's All I Do Is Win that absolutely won our hearts once we were able to share it far and wide and watch it together online. Number 16. Tommy Wiseau stands on stage at the Golden Globes, 75th Golden Globe Awards.
And the Golden Globe goes to James Franco.
Tommy Wiseau isn't someone you'd expect to see on an award show stage, unless it was at the Razzies. In 2018, though, the writer, director, and star of the So Bad It's classic film The Room did appear at the Golden Globes.
First person I have to thank is the man himself, Tommy Wiseau. Come on up here, Tommy.
James Franco, who won Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy for playing him in The Disaster Artist, invited Wiseau up on stage, then promptly stopped him from taking the mic. Twitter exploded at the strange sight, but also wondered just what Wiseau had wanted to say to the audience. He later said he would have started with a line from The Room and then plugged his film.
If a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place to live.
Number 15, Net Neutrality, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. John Oliver's segments are built to be shared online, and you only have to look to his 2020 take on police brutality to see a prime example. They also frequently cause people to take action online, starting with his plea from Last Week Tonight's first season for viewers to help save net neutrality.
We need you to channel that anger, that badly spelled bile that you normally reserve for unforgivable attacks on actresses you seem to think have put on weight.
After hilariously laying out the case that this will save the internet, Oliver called on not just his supporters, but even his trolls to let the FCC know how they felt.
We need you to get out there and for once in your lives, focus your indiscriminate rage in a useful direction.
While this figuratively broke the internet, it also quite literally broke the FCC's website servers, at least for a little while. Number 14, Best Cry Ever, Intervention.
I still love you.
Following participants with disorders who are expected to undergo an intervention orchestrated by people close to them, this A&D series is still going strong in 2025. Intervention is arguably the ultimate example of the reality TV genre, as it allows audiences to witness people hitting rock bottom and then showcase their unpredictable reactions. One thing we know for certain, though, is that the cries of anguish that came out of this grown man's mouth were unlike anything we'd ever seen. And that's what made them entirely unforgettable. Then, when the internet took this clip and ran with it, it gifted us with a remixed version that is, quite frankly, nothing short of extraordinary. Number 13, Lie Witness News, Coachella 2013, Jimmy Kimmel Live.
In tonight's special Coachella edition of Lie Witness News.
Whatever it is that makes us care so much about how others perceive us that we feign knowledge of things we are totally ignorant of, Jimmy Kimmel Live knew exactly how to turn it into entertainment. Coachella can be described as the home of wonderful music and a bevy of people whose greatest desire is to be cool. Knowing this, the late-night talk show sent an interviewer and camera crew to the Music and Arts Festival, where they asked concert-goers for their opinions on acts that do not exist.
Have you heard of Shorty Jizzle and the Plumber Cracks?
Yep.
What do you like about them? Like how raw they are?
Yeah, they're really unique.
One after another, these misled wannabes professed either appreciation for or at least some level of knowledge of them.
Are you guys as excited as I am about the obesity epidemic?
I just like their whole style, like their whole genre is just great. They're kind of like very like innovative and they're new.
Number 12. Apparently this kid is awesome. Steals the show during interview. WNEP-TV.
I've never been on live television before.
Nobody could have possibly realized what would have happened when this child was plucked out of obscurity by Newswatch 16's Sophia Ojeda at the Wayne County Fair, but we're certainly glad it did. Asked what he thought of one of the rides, the little boy named Noah instead opted to rant about his live television debut. While doing so, he peppered what seemed like every second sentence with the word apparently.
Yeah, and apparently I only went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death.
Completely adorable and funny in the best ways, Noah's newfound fame landed him appearances on The Ellen Show and apparently a place on our list.
And the word apparently is your favorite word, isn't it?
Yeah, but I got over it now.
Number 11. South Carolina answers a question. Miss Teen USA 2007.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
Pageants are a cultural phenomenon that have also become a lightning rod for controversy over the last few decades. This is due to the fact that women and girls have increasingly been prized more for who they are than how they look. One particular reason that such competitions are increasingly dismissed is the perception that the contestants, though beautiful, are not the most intelligent people on the planet. And for those people, this clip seemed to be confirmation of that.
Because some people out there in our nation don't have maps.
When asked a question about the current state of education, Miss South Carolina's incoherent, fumbling answer soon transformed into a thing of internet legend.
Our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. So we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Number 10, Coffee Cup, Game of Thrones. Given how much Game of Thrones has shaped our culture in the 2010s, it's surprising that the most talked about and shared moment of the hit fantasy series' final season was an accidental one.
Most people get bloody murdered. They stay that way. Not this one.
I didn't have much say in that.
We could have brought up the plastic water bottle that made its way into the finale, but decided on the now infamous modern coffee cup that showed up on the table during the Winterfell banquet scene. After eagle-eyed viewers pointed it out, HBO admitted the mistake and removed it from the episode, but the cup talk continued, and the series stars even got involved.
We all have the same cups for all of our water and tea and everything. So I'm gonna just go with, look who it's placed in front.
Sophie Turner blamed co-star Emilia Clarke for the error before Clarke turned the blame on Conleth Hill.
He admitted
It was his. It was Conleth's coffee cup. He said so. He's like, I think it was. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't want to say anything because it seemed, the heat was very much on you. And I was like, what? What?
Number 9. Steve Harvey announces the wrong winner, 64th Miss Universe. When Steve Harvey hosted the Miss Universe pageant in 2015, he most certainly left an impression. Instead of announcing Miss Colombia, Ariadna Gutierrez as the first runner-up and Miss Philippines, Pia Wurtzbach as the winner, Harvey mistakenly named Colombia the new Miss Universe. After being told of the error backstage, Harvey corrected it on TV 4 minutes later.
Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
But the damage was already done to both the contestants and Harvey's reputation. The clip was shared countless times, and Harvey became a meme announcing the wrong winner in everything from sporting events to politics. His career would survive this incident, but for a while, Steve Harvey was synonymous with getting things wrong.
And then the guy said, "What are we gonna do?" And the guy said, "We'll straighten it out in the media tomorrow." And I said, "Nah, man, I'm gonna go do it now." And I walked out there.
Number 8, The Lonely Island's digital short with Akon, Saturday Night Live. When Andy Samberg became the main force behind the digital short segments on Saturday Night Live, audiences were gifted with one amazing clip after another. With skits like The Shooting or songs like Jack Sparrow, I'm on a Boat, or Jizz in My Pants, he and his cohorts in The Lonely Island proved they were masters of the genre.
Jizz in my pants. This really never happens, you can take my word.
But one of their best efforts has to be this tune about getting down. I Just Had Sex features help from Akon and producer DJ Frank E. It's also hilariously boastful while simultaneously showing some horrendously low standards and shame in the eyes of their bedfellows. Number 7. Kids interrupt live BBC World News broadcast. BBC News. Working from home has its advantages and disadvantages. When your work involves being on live TV, those disadvantages can lead to viral fame.
For the wider region, I think one of your children has just walked in. Shifting.
In 2017, Professor Robert Kelly was being interviewed live on the BBC. He may have been talking about South Korean politics, but all eyes were on his children. First, his daughter Marion, who burst into the room to visit with her dad, then his son James, who followed in a rolling chair.
I would be surprised if they do.
Pardon me.
Eventually, Kelly's wife, Jung Kim, entered and retrieved the kids. While the Kellys were initially horrified, their almost immediate internet fame led to the BBC inviting the whole family back for a proper interview a few days later.
So my wife didn't actually realize that the children were in here until she saw it on the television 20 seconds after it had started. And I think that's why, right? That's why you sort of went flying down the hallway, because by then
the door's open. So.
Number 6, The Lonely Island's debut with Justin Timberlake, Saturday Night Live.
Hey girl, I got something real important to give you. So just sit down and listen.
When we were listing off some of The Lonely Island's greatest hits, we knew that some of you were probably blown away that we hadn't mentioned the song about boxed-in genitals. But good things come to those who wait.
Take a look inside. Is my in a box?
The second SNL digital short to go viral after previous hit Lazy Sunday, Dick in a Box took subjects that traditionally were far too risque for national television and, well, put them on television. And of course made them absolutely hilarious, catchy, and unforgettable in 3 easy steps. Featuring Justin Timberlake, there's no denying that the holiday track was certainly a memorable one when it comes to official debut singles by comedy troupes.
Open the box, and that's the way you do it. It's my in a box.
Number 5, Antoine Dodson, WAFF 48 News. The origin of this TV moment that went viral is actually quite serious. A break-in and attempted assault in the Lincoln Park housing project in Huntsville, Alabama.
Obviously, we have in Lincoln Park.
When local Huntsville TV interviewed Antoine Dodson, the victim's brother and the man who had chased the perpetrator out of the house, there was something about his response to the questions that really caught on.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they everybody out here.
The clip was shared millions of times and spawned several remixes and auto-tunes, the most notable being Bed Intruder by the Gregory Brothers. Dodson used his newfound internet fame and proceeds from Bed Intruder to raise enough money to move his family into a better neighborhood.
We're looking for you, we gon' find you, we gon' find you, so you can run and tell that, run and tell that.
Number 4, Kanye West ruins Taylor Swift's night, 26th MTV Video Music Awards. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish the list, but this incident from the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards has got to be one of the greatest internet-breaking moments of all time. Of all time!
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
When a belligerent Kanye West stormed the stage during Taylor Swift's Best Female Video Acceptance speech, he not only ruined Swift's night and reportedly got himself kicked out of the event, but he also unexpectedly set a precedent for how powerful Twitter could be culturally. After the night ended, MTV tried to bury the moment, but people on Twitter kept talking about it, keeping the story alive for days, weeks, years, and now over a decade. This was truly a social media first. Number 3, Ain't Nobody Got Time for That, KFOR TV.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing.
When Kimberly Wilkins was interviewed by the Oklahoma TV station, KFOR TV, she managed to steal the focus from the subject she was being asked about thanks to her dynamic personality.
Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life.
With the subject in question being a fire. Sweet Brown, as she's otherwise known, immediately caught people's attention after being asked about her apartment building going up in flames. Whether it was her pronunciation of bronchitis or her famous tagline, Sweet Brown's short clip has been viewed millions of times, and has also been given the remix/auto-tune treatment. That's when you know you've made it, at least on the interwebs.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop.
Number 2, Baby Yoda drinking soup, The Mandalorian. The breakaway character of the hit Disney Plus Star Wars series The Mandalorian is clearly Baby Yoda. That's at least how the adorable puppet is known online. In subtitles and captions, the character was initially referred to as the child, but is now known as Din Grogu. Social media didn't just name Baby Yoda, they also made the 50-year-old kid the subject of many memes, quite a few of which involved eating. The made-up Chicky Nuggies are a frequent go-to, but the most popular GIF and meme involves Baby Yoda calmly drinking soup while watching a fight. This may actually replace Kermit the Frog drinking tea. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Red light, green light. Squid Game.
첫 번째 게임은 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다입니다.
The debut episode of this thriller sees a group of desperate, indebted contestants brought to an island to participate in various games to win money. Their first game seems simple initially, a regular game of red light, green light, with a creepy oversized robot shaped like a little girl. But then the first guy dies, and then a second.
병신 걸렸네.
The ensuing panic and the desperate, nail-biting dash to make it over the finish line got everyone talking. Plus, the distinctive setting and robot girl got the internet's meme creation team working overtime. The Korean wave was already riding high at this point, but Squid Game turned it into a veritable tsunami, with arguably this scene alone. Is there an internet-breaking moment you're brokenhearted we forgot? Tell us the word about your favorites in the comments.
Don't you know about the bird? Well, Peter's gonna tell you about the bird.